Hello, welcome to Dash League. It's pretty epic today. We're doing Dark versus Sky. It's pretty nifty matchup in my opinion. Right now they seem to be just partying in the opening room, which I'm 100% in favor of. There needs to be more pre-game parties in my opinion. It would make the games much more pre-game party. That was supposed to be English. I don't think it worked out.
I think
Looks like they're
the
both
party.
going back there to their rooms to theorize about how to kick each other in the face the best. Yeah, because it looks like Black Widow is glitching out there a bit. Oh, no, still is a bit. That's interesting.
It might be a bit
Maybe,
sketchy on your feed, but looking at the YouTube, it looks pretty decent.
yeah, I think that's just my feed. I checked the YouTube as well. So it looks like they're going to be playing Launchpad, Quarry, and then some good old Stadium today. That's going to be pretty interesting to see. Oh my gosh. It's the balls. The ball pit. So are the balls just a thing that you can do on the streaming end, like from the streamer client?
Yeah, it's only we can see it. They cannot.
That's pretty cool.
That's hella ART.
One moment. Sorry, the dog decided that he wanted to be loud, so I had to go take care of him.
They all died.
He's demanding to be held, so I have to hold the dog. Hello, dog. Oh, it looks like they're getting ready to start. Now the question is, are they going to try to take a group photo? Or are they going to try to party? Or are they just going to go ahead and get started? So for today's game, it looks like we've got Raspy Box, Tim 9009.
Otherwise known as
Emmy.
Tim.
Oh, just Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, just Tim. Emzillion. Jeez, I am normally better than most people at pronouncing names, but I just can't pronounce names.
Tim sent me pronunciations.
Then, nope. And, Himitsu, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Then there is Whale, Hectrix, Bird Fever, Hello Money, and Black Widow. So it looks like Black Widow's grabbing back shocks. Maybe grabbing their dash, or not. That's interesting.
She is a strong, independent woman. She doesn't need no dash.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Bird Fever grabbing their dash, and then riding the main rail. Hectrix getting into a 1v1 inside the house, and unfortunately dying. Looks like they're double stacking, or at least they were a moment ago. Pretty impressive rocketeering from Bird Fever. Wish I was able to rocket that good. That's pretty good. Gets taken out by Raspy, pushing up towards that health pack on the ledge.
Mitsu's great with these shocks.
Emzian is holding the ledge. Gets taken out by from the side by Money Man. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like blue team has actually grabbed rockets instead of red. Don't think I see that happen very often. Maybe that happens more in the higher league games, but very rare that I see.
Yeah, it's kind of been newer, but we've seen some offensive rockets here and there.
I'm starting to wonder how underused or overused rockets are. Just because, I'm not sure which it is, just because from the ability to control rockets, there is a pretty high skill ceiling, but the main question that I have, is it even worth it? Theoretically, you could go into the blue spawn and hit people across the map if you trained for hours and hours and hours on exactly where to put your laser to make it go to specific places. But that just raises the question, is it even worth it? And vice versa for red spawn.
I think we're seeing more and more people do, I just realized game sounds are off, do some crazy things with rockets.
Looks like 2.5 minutes left. All they've got to do is round that bend. think their main obstacle is going to be keeping the rockets down, so it's going to be pretty difficult, it looks like. Wait, how did that happen? Black Widow killed themselves even though they were... Oh, they accidentally fired rockets at their feet. Mitsu going on a double kill streak with the shocks. Pretty nifty.
Telling you, he's great with those things.
Something that I've always tried, but has never at least worked for me personally, probably just because I haven't practiced it enough, is trying to grab shocks to clear cart. Because sometimes defense will make the mistake of putting like 3 people sitting on the cart instead of just 1. So if you can run explosives, then you can get a bunch of them at once and basically get rid of all opposition for a little while you're getting your team together and push your cart. Heck, you can even probably triple stack it if you do that, just because they're all down for around 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you didn't get their rockets, then that's a bad idea.
Right, I think a lot of teams, though, at this point are pretty conditioned not to put 3 on cart because of shocks and because of explosives.
Looks like they are holding that point like their lives depend on it, because it does. Now the question is, in the last 10 seconds, will they be able to push it the last few millimeters to get it through that checkpoint? And they did! Congratulations to Dark. Oh, wow. That was a pretty big kill.
Is that 4?
It's impressive to see how useful shock, or how much shocks can punish teams that just make small mistakes, just because if they accidentally stack up next to each other, the shocks just demolish the entire team. Just all at once.
That's 4.
That is pretty gosh dang impressive. And that's Himitsu running shocks, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. He has the highest kills in the whole game. Around a 2 KD compared to everybody else is either 1/2 or around 1. Looks like much of the fighting is around the dash room. From the past while that I've been playing, I haven't really seen much of that. Most of the fighting has been around the bend there. So seeing Red trying to hold down that dash room is pretty interesting. We might also be trying to play diversionary tactics to try to keep them kind of away from the shotgun room so they're able to sneak in the back there. So if they push enough people through dash room, they'll have to set up more defenses around that area. Got a minute and a half to push around that bend. Will they be able to do it? At this point, I would have to say probably not, but the main question isn't if they can push around the bend, it's if Sky can push it that far. So far, from what I can tell, Shotgun Room has been being pretty neglected by Blue Team, which is a bit unfortunate. I found that that can be a pretty good way to... Oh, I take that back. They just used it now. How long are they going to be able to push it? Oh, that wasn't on overtime. Oh, wait, it is? Wait. Oh, yeah, it isn't on overtime. Dark was able to push the cart to 89% in 12 minutes. How far will Sky be able to push it? Oh, looks like that he dropped a player. They're back, but that might mean that somebody has an unstable connection, which would probably not be the best. It's interesting to see somebody running rockets instead of shocks this early on. Granted, if you have somebody good on rockets, that can be a very good idea.
I think they also had a bunch of shock users, so they didn't have enough to get the loadout for 3 of them.
That makes sense. so I commit to grabbing single back shock. Just laying down a constant stream of death and destruction wherever he feels like. Accidentally blows himself up. Wonder how interesting it would be to make it so that weapons only had a limited number of pickups, and you had to go and pick them up off of dead players instead of just getting new spawns, or maybe not limited pickups from pickup locations, but you could pick up weapons off of dead players, kind of like in other games. I think that would lead to some pretty interesting situations. Maybe there's already a mutator for that, and I'm just being stupid.
No, I don't think there's one yet.
Forget how far Dark had pushed the cart by 3 minutes, but I think Sky is doing slightly better so far. However, don't take my word for it. Oh, I take that back. You take my word for it. They have already pushed around that bad. All they've got to do is push it that last little bit in the last 3 minutes. On my end, the stream is pretty unstable, so I'm just watching it and I'm wondering, man, is this how Quad used to play? Because back when I left, Quad's headset was still having a stroke, so he wasn't able to play. And I'm wondering if this is the kind of stuff he was seeing, except in first person.
Yeah, I think I might have a roommate streaming something or something at the moment.
Go grab and dash, pushing up over through to the staple room. Man, I just can't English today. I got a minute and a half to push up those last few little millimeters. Excuse me. It's like Raspy pushing up, trying to pull a Sans. However, it doesn't work. Whale taking out, I believe, 2 on cart. Will he be able to make it a third? No, he cannot. Black Widow follows up on that, though, and pushes the cart through the checkpoint. Looks like Red isn't giving up their position. However, they decided to stay on the cart instead of trying to take up more defensive positions. Immediately pushing up to the bridge instead of trying to hold. And Emzian is... That was correct pronunciation, right? By the way, right? Emzian?
I think so.
Okay. Emzian pushing over near SMG pickup and gets shot in the face to death. Raspy Box is trying to guard around that corner. Seen that corner used a lot. Yep. This guy knows to check there. It's taken out. Raspy Box grabbing health. Or guarding the health room, rather. Takes out Cart. However, Cart is immediately back up. Heck Hectic's able to take out the person on the upper rail. Into taking out Black Widow and getting killed by Bird Fever. Bird Fever kills Nope. And also kills Emzian. It's just on a roll. And gets taken out himself by Tim. Tim immediately gets killed by Whale. Whale immediately gets killed by Nope. Nope immediately gets killed by... I didn't see who that was. Now we're on Hectic's, killing Himitsu. Himitsu taking out somebody else. Then Emzian. Trying to take out Cart, getting taken out by Money instead. Then Money gets killed by Nope. Nope gets killed by somebody that we weren't able to see. Then Emzian pushing up main rail. The death meters have started to increase by quite a bit over the past minute. Started to become just throw stuff at the wall and hope it works simulator. Which usually is how payload starts acting once you start reaching the end. Emzian taking out Money Man, and Himitsu guarding the dash room from all of those people who would like to attempt to murderize him. With 3.5 minutes left for Sky to push up to that bend, it is unknown if they will be able to succeed. Black Widow trying to use shocks, grabs Himitsu. Takes out Nope. And gets taken out by Emzian. Then Whale guarding the cart with his life. Trying to make sure that all those people aren't able to stab him in the face with a gun. Gets taken out by Tim. Bird flanking around the cart takes out 2 of them. Mitsu pushing up through dash room. Don't just cannon around that corner. Takes out 2 of them. 2 of them pushing in through dash room. They trade on the rails with a charged headshot from whoever we were just spectating. I forgot because I'm stupid. Money's able to push the cart a little bit. Oh, took out cart defense. Minute and a half. Only have another 4% to go. Will Sky be able to pull it off? Oh, I just realized we haven't actually placed, I don't want to say bets, because there's nothing on the line, but, bets, quote-unquote, because, like, that's just the term that gets used by most people.
Or the term prediction.
Oh, predictions, there we go. So, who do you think's gonna win? I think I've got to say Sky, because I've got a friend on there, Whale.
I think
And
with
if he
less
doesn't
than a
win, I'm
minute
gonna
to
be
go, it's a bit late to be predicting.
That is true. However, I forgot to do it. Tim gets taken out from, well, the side it looks like. Bird Fever on the cart. Taken out. Looks like this match is probably going to be going to Dark. Indeed. Congratulations to Dark. Top Dashers. Himitsu with 102 kills and 59 deaths. And Whale with 74 kills and 70 deaths. Holy cow. Those are some pretty gosh dang impressive figures right there. Excuse the random phone call there. And it's back. Looks like they are back in their start room. Oh, it looks like Dark is dropping nearly their entire team.
They might be going
All
to
at
a new
once.
server.
Oh yeah, that happened with us yesterday. Like where the mic glitches out.
No. I think they're just switching to a new server, probably at US.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. Looks like Dark's still trying to get the last of their player in, or the last of their player in. That was English, I promise. Looks like the full teams have arrived, so they are going to start doing the strategizing. Just from reading the chat. I would like to say a warm hello to the stream chat, which I just remembered existed. So, hello stream chat, how are you doing today? Hey Neomac, how are you doing? I just realized that there's like a really long delay in between when stream chat says something and when I say something.
Well, there's a really long delay between what we see
Well, yeah, like
and what YouTube
stream
sees.
delay. Really unfortunate. It's just like, hello, I would like to say a thing, and then 2 years later, stream chat responds, and then I say something, and then stream chat responds. It's like the longest conversation in history. On payload. Should I tell them what happened on payload, or should I make them go back and watch it?
No, you can tell him.
Okay, so on payload, if I recall correctly, I believe Dark pulled out a 94%, and I believe Sky pulled a 89, if I recall. I'm not sure. But yeah, something around there. Dark was able to pull out the victory. Himitsu was just going literally insane with a KD of 2 with over 100 kills. I believe 109 kills. Well, maybe it wasn't exactly 2, but around. Close enough. It was just insane.
It was 102.
As you can see, I am very good at remembering numbers with stream chat correcting me here. I promise, I'm not dumb. I just have terrible short-term memory. Well, actually, I can't promise that I'm not dumb. Close enough. So chat, what is your predictions on who's going to be able to pull out the victory when Quarry, or yeah, when Quarry. If Quarry, then who win? That Englishing good, I promise. Totally 100,000%. Oh, it looks like Dark is almost ready to go. Yep, dashing out, getting ready to tell Sky that they need to be ready to go and shoot people in the face. Anyway, so this time in not half dead English, stream chat. What? Oh wait, I just realized I'm watching the stream instead of the stream, like the
Yeah, I was
YouTube stream.
wondering why you were so far behind.
Yeah. Insert wheeze. So yeah. Hey, game just started, and now that I'm actually watching the right stream, looks like they're sending 2 to mid, at least 1 through the tunnel.
First elimination. Blue takes B. Countered.
MZN picks off Black Widow.
Takes A.
And decides to hold B. Or maybe that's part of their strategy. Probably part of their strategy, and I'm just saying random things.
Red takes A.
So it looks like predictions are in from the stream. They think 2-0 to Dark for a pretty long game. Somebody else thinks Dark 3-1.
Blue takes A.
And mine Phil says whoever doesn't fall asleep. Now that is pretty accurate.
Blue takes B.
Actually, I don't know how accurate that is. From every time that I've played Quarry in League, it's just
B.
intensity for 24 minutes. There's no sleeping going on. It's more of you're just dead after fighting for so hard for so long.
Red takes C. Blue takes C. Red takes B.
It's like money heading
Blue
through
takes
tunnel.
B. Red takes B.
Decides to dash upstairs, try to clear the area, and doesn't grab the dash for some reason.
Red takes A.
Leaves it open.
Blue takes A.
Oh, looks like his teammate grabbed it, so it ended up being okay.
Red takes A. Blue
But
takes
if the
B.
enemy team had gotten that dash, that would not have been very good for him.
Blue takes A. Blue team.
My question is he gonna try to yoink it real quick before he gets killed? No, he is not. Enemy team is able to grab the dash and push back up, pushing through tunnel and mid.
Blue takes B.
So something I've started wondering, and by started I mean like literally just started thinking about, what do you think the lore of Hyperdash is? Just because you have maps like Canyon and Quarry, so is it inside of the world? Is it like an actual VR tournament? Or not a VR tournament, like a
Takes B.
robotic tournament to like see who can program the best AIs? Or just because like if they were actually building these robots and they were just getting destroyed, that seems like extremely costly. And if that's the case, what the heck else is going on? Because if they have enough resources to literally be able to just yeet highly expensive robotics and weaponry into the void of nothingness for no point other than just entertainment, what the heck else is going on? How far has humanity progressed? Or did humanity die out and they're fighting a war? What's going on?
B.
So, stream chat, what do you guys think?
Red takes B. Blue takes A.
It's like Black Widow in their base trying to grab their point,
Red
steal their
takes
dash,
C.
and goes around the back.
Blue takes C. Red takes C. Blue takes C. Red takes A. Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red team scores 3, 2, 1. Red team wins this round.
Oh, it sounds like Shrike has gotten the COVID. I hope you get well
Red
soon.
takes A. Blue takes C. First elimination. Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Artemis fights Bird Fever. Bird Fever is able to pull out the win. Grabs the dash.
Blue takes
Yoinks
B.
the point.
Red takes B.
And moves up. And are they going to win the 1v1? No. Oh, wait, yes, they are. Jeez, I can't brain. Why did I say no after I...
Red takes C.
Bird Fever takes out Tim and gets murderized by Artemis.
Blue takes C.
Artemis pushing up to mid, grabs the point, and tries to not grab the dash for some reason. Might be leaving it for a teammate. Bird Fever takes out Artemis. Would it be possible to pull up top dashers for both teams, even though it's only... Wait, it's already been going on for like 7 minutes or something. Holy cow. So yeah, top dashers got pulled up and I totally didn't zone out while I was looking at the time. So Tim with 15 kills, 14 deaths, around 1 KD, and Bird Fever with 20 kills and 13 deaths. Almost a 2. Well, more like a 1.5-ish, but close enough. Well, like 1.7. And it doesn't matter, close enough. That. So like, money gets taken out from the back.
Blue team scores in 3 countered.
Blue starts a countdown, but it gets countered. That's the box, and somebody else pushing up through the tunnels.
Red takes B.
And they've set up a 3-person defense there. Now they're pushing 3 through tunnels. Grabbing SMGs. Dark is one of the French teams, right?
No, they've got
Oh.
EU and North American.
Huh.
Artemis is North American.
Red takes
I think the rest are EU.
That would explain why they subbed out then.
Navius might be US or North American as well. Yeah, Navius is North American.
I need to go and do more research on the teams. Hang on, wait. So you know the Meet the Team videos from TF2, right?
What?
Okay, never mind. Basically, it's an old-ish game, and the Meet the Team videos just got memed into fame, basically. So I was thinking, what if we did a version of that except for the Dash League teams?
So Tim just sent me all that information with the name pronunciation before this game.
Oh, I just realized I have 5 DMs. Oh, that's from somebody else. Could you shoot me the pronunciations real quick?
Blue takes B. Blue team countered.
What I meant by like the meet the team videos is what we could do for that is like each Dash League team could like make their own video for that if they wanted to. That would just be more of a fun thing though. I don't know.
Red takes B. Blue takes
I'm just really good at coming up with really stupid ideas.
Blue team scores in 3.
Or am I really bad with coming up with good ideas? Anyway, back on track with what's actually going on. Whale looks like he's 1v1ing. And takes out 2 of them, grabs health. Then has to get taken out by Tim.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Tim is able to take out Black Widow at mid. And pushes around that corner. Looks like maybe. Yep, pushes around the corner, grabs the dash, and dashes up into safety. Steals their dash and gets taken out by Money before he can do so. Money pushing through the tunnels.
In 3, 2, countered.
Seems like he's unopposed. Grabs tunnel dash
Red takes
and
A.
dashes up. And is able to get taken out by Nabius.
Blue takes C.
And I'm gonna check to make sure that pronunciation is.
I think it's Navius. I don't think that's on the sheet though, or the list that he sent.
No, it's on the list. It just doesn't have the pronunciation. It just has the
Right.
name.
B. Red takes B. Red team countered. Red team countered.
With still only 1 point scored and 13 minutes left, the game is already pretty much halfway over.
C.
And the question is, which team is going to tire out first? Because Corey is basically just an endurance test. When you pick Corey, you're basically saying, I bet I can be a better gamer than you can for a longer period of time. And the other team says, how dare you? And fights back.
Countered.
And then they determine who wins and loses, because that's how Dash League works. Well, I take that back. They don't say how dare you. They just groan in disgust. Well, depending on like who you're playing against. Sometimes it's mutual decision to play Quarry.
Blue takes B.
Bird Fever is able to take out Dark at mid. I somehow didn't look at the name the whole time that we were spectating them, like an idiot.
Team scores. Countered. Blue countered.
Bird grabs the health, pushes up with Whale into Dark Spawn. Dark gets taken out by Emzian.
Red takes B.
Emzian pushes up to mid, grabs the button, and yoinks the dash. Gets taken out by Whale.
Blue takes A. Red takes A. Blue takes B.
Emzian takes out Whale. Emzian gets taken out by Black Widow, I believe that was.
Red takes B. Red team scores 3, 2, 1. Red team
Oh, Dark
wins this
is
round.
able to score a second point. Now the question is, will Sky be able to score 2 more in the last 10 minutes to be able to get into that tiebreaker match?
Blue takes C.
Or will Dark be able to pull out the last point that they need?
Blue takes B.
Excuse me.
Red takes B. First elimination.
Now, due to the fact that Whale isn't in fact playing on Sky, I'm legally required to say that Sky will be able to pull out the victory. And if you disagree, then that's not allowed. You can't disagree with that. It's literally not allowed. There's a law somewhere. I promise. If you disagree that that law exists, then you're just not a lawyer. Because I'm totally a lawyer, except not. Checking the chat after a while. Somebody thinks that there's robots or humans inside the robot suits. That would be mildly terrifying. All humans are dead, but their super efficient matter recycling tech has kept their boarding robot death machines going, and they're doomed to repeat an endless grind of robot boom Olympics. That is mildly disturbing, and by mildly I mean extremely. Okay, here's a question. What happens when you get a charge headshot or just a headshot kill and their head gets blown up? What then? Boom. Then they aren't like gonna be alive anymore because like it can't even possibly be a person in there because the head doesn't exist. Also, what about like I think it's the level 20 helmet where, or maybe it's the level 10, I forget. The one where it's like really narrow at the front, that doesn't fit a human head inside. Like, is it headless humans inside the robot suits? Like, that would be weird. And are the human brains controlling it? Are like the brains implanted somewhere? And then it's the future humanity has discovered a way to reanimate the consciousness of the great wars throughout all human history. They download the consciousness of these great wars into advanced cyborg robots to act out the greatest of all battles of all time from all times. Well, how would that work? Because, like, I can understand that with the shield, but what about there isn't a melee option? Like, if you were gonna download the best consciousnesses, consciouses, what? English is stupid. Like, I take that back. I like English, but still, it can be really weird sometimes. So yeah. With that, what if they added in a like lightsaber kind of weapon where it's like an energy sword, then I could kind of understand that. But like without that, you can't really get some of the greatest like warriors of all times because like you can't get the Spartans. It's like the 300 versus like several 100,000. I don't know if that's like. Actually, do we even know if that's true or not, or is that just like a myth? I don't know. I need to do some more research on that. Pretty sure it's like a myth with historical evidence, because like Sparta didn't fall to that time period, but yeah, I don't know.
Blue takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Looks like Wells holding down mid.
Blue team score countered.
Grabs the dash.
Blue takes B.
Is point gets yoinked, which is a bit unfortunate. Sky almost got their first point. Looks like there's around 5.5 minutes left. Will Sky be able to pull out a point or two so that they are able to tie it up, and then they will get a shot in the deathmatch thing, bobber? What's it? I forget what it's called because I'm a stupid dumb idiot.
Do you mean overtime?
Oh, wait. No, it isn't overtime. That's what it is on payload. Like, what's the final deciding
death?
point? Huh?
It's either
sudden death.
overtime or sudden
that's what I was
death.
looking for. I haven't had a sudden death in forever. I just realized
We just
that.
had one yesterday.
I need
on
to go back
Corey.
and watch that stream then. Sudden deaths are always pretty interesting. Which stream was that?
Other versus Apex.
I will make sure to go back and watch that. Oh, that was right after our game.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that explains why I didn't watch it. I was pretty tired.
Blue team scores in countered. Blue takes lead.
It's like Bird Fever trying to 1v1 the whole team, or 1v
Red takes
however many
lead.
people are in the base.
Red team score countered. Blue takes A. Red takes A. Red team scores 3. Countered.
Oh, Mindfill has another idea. In the future, humanity has discovered a way to reanimate the consciousnesses of the greatest gangsters of all human history for additional punishment for their crimes. Their consciousness is reanimated and forced to fight again and again and again. That would be pretty... That honestly, that might make sense, like, because there's even pistols and stuff.
Blue takes
Like,
lead.
pistols. Then, the 300 Spartan thing was real, but it wasn't like the movie. They got crushed pretty easily, but did hold out for a bit. I don't think it was... that they were able to hold out for a bit. Like, there was a bit more going on than that. I haven't actually seen the movie. I just know about, like, the story. I don't think it's realistically possible that 300 people would be able to hold off an army of several hundred thousand. However, at the same time, Sparta didn't get destroyed during that time period, and we do know that there was an army of Persian soldiers that attacked, and Sparta was pretty weak during that. Well, not weak, but, like, they didn't have the manpower to realistically defend against it. So I'm not really sure what was going on there. Like I said, I'm going to have to go ahead and do some more research. I don't want to do it mid-match, though, because then I can't commentate or even provide any talking at all, even if it's distracting from the match. Looks like Money pushing up into dark space. Is anybody guarding B right now? It doesn't look like it. So it looks like Dark might be able to counter a mid if they are able to push past Money. Looks like they've got... Oh, Sky scores with 2.5 minutes left. Will they be able to pull out a second point to put it into a sudden death? I personally think they will be able to, because I have to think so. And if I don't think so, I will be slapped in the face repeatedly by a cookie monster from Sesame Street. I don't know. Wait, I take that back. Whale's gonna slap me with a cake. He's gonna, like, pie me, except instead of it being a pie, it's gonna be a cake. Box able to take out Black Widow, and it's gonna start pushing through the tunnel. Grabs tunnel dash. He seems to just be kind of hovering there, waiting for people to attack. Probably waiting for the second guy that just showed up. Then pushes up to button. And...
Red team scores counter. Red team scores 3, 2, counter.
Bird Fever takes him out.
Blue takes A. Red takes A.
With 30 seconds left, is Sky going to be able to get the last point they need to be able to put it into a sudden death?
Score counter.
I think so. Oh, they almost just did it. Oh, are they going to be able to do it?
Red takes A.
Wait.
Red takes A.
They can get to mid. Maybe.
Blue
It
takes
looks like there's
B.
somebody in mid right now. They get B. They just need to get dark space, but looks like all of dark is back up. So doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it, unfortunately. And with 1 second left, Dark wins. Congratulations to Dark. Pretty interesting match today, even though I got off topic like quite a bit. There just isn't a lot to talk about when you're watching Quarry. I take that back. There is quite a decent amount to talk about, but like, it's just very repetitive. So top dashers, as far as kills go, is Bird Fever on Sky with 66 kills, 50 deaths, and top dasher on Dark in both categories is Raspvox with 61 kills, 57 deaths. For most points on Sky, however, there is Whale with a Cake with 13,000 points. Holy cow. And it looks like all of Sky had over 10,000 points, with Dark only 2 of them crossing that threshold with 13,000 points each.
Oh, I think I just closed your window. Okay, well, good games, both teams. I'm gonna hop off.
All right, have a great rest of your